Fishermen along the Namaqualand coast say they will go out to vote tomorrow, but they will keep promises made and broken in the back of their minds when they make their cross. Meanwhile, the coastal town of Port Nolloth is abuzz as local tourists make use of the long weekend brought by Elections Day tomorrow. Senior reporter Ulrich Hendriks joins us now from a nippy Port Nolloth. Ulrich, thank you so much for your time. While you are in Port Nolloth, which is in the Northern Cape, not a lot of people know that Port Nolloth actually has a beach. So where are you exactly in that place?
Well, I'm just off the coast at Port Nolloth. It's about 130 kilometers from Springbok, which is the sort of major town here in the Namaqualand area. Of course, Port Nolloth was actually established around 200 years ago as a train junction for the copper mines in the area. And so now, today, it's basically a fishing town because the copper mines have closed and most of the mines in this area, the diamond mines, have also closed. So a lot of poverty in this area, and basically people are making a living from the ocean behind me. But let's talk to one of the fishermen, Walter Steenkamp. He's been making a living from the sea for almost 20 years. Walter, tell us, how difficult is it to make a living from the sea?
Yeah, for me as a fisherman, I am now a 36-year fisherman, and it's hard to make a living out of the sea because there is no boats, vessels. And the permits you get from the departments is very little. So yeah, you cannot make a life out of it.
Tell us about the difficulties that you have apart from the permits, because that is something that sort of happens every year. We know it's lobster season now. You guys didn't get as many permits as you wanted to. But tell us about infrastructure here as well that you have here in Port Nolloth.
Yeah, our infrastructure building is one of the oldest buildings in Port Nolloth. It's built 1952. So yeah, he's still standing, he got his roof on. But inside our heart is crying because inside there is nothing to work and make a living out of it. He's just standing there like a white elephant. Every politician party who come on board just come and talk about how they will come and help the fishermen. But it's just little bit of small talks. Nothing really happened. So yeah, he just stand like 20 years ago, and the white politician was still running the place. So yeah, from they leave us here in Port Nolloth, the place was still standing. And it's still standing today. We cannot work inside it because there is nothing inside.
Talking about the jetty and the fact that I remember I did stories about the jetty more than 10 years ago. And there's always this promise that it will be fixed, it will be upgraded. It's also very dangerous for you guys when you go out and come back with your catches.
Yeah, that jetty is a lot of problem there because our children is coming and they love to catch fishing also. They're coming on the jetty and caught some harders there from the jetty. So yeah, it's very dangerous. And for our fishermen who are big, it's also a danger because early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, we must come on that jetty and then we must go to sea. But really it's a danger because you cannot work on it anymore. Because Tonomic, who was come a few years ago, about 5-6 years ago, there was a tsunami here by our side who destroyed the whole jetty and some of the diamond boats also. So yeah, every time when is time to vote, all the politicians come to us and they promise us everything, but yeah, still there was now 3 months ago, I was one of that members on that board who was coming to join venture. It's out of public work, it's out of district municipality, it's out of Kamisburg. It is out of the fishermen ourselves and local government self. But yeah, time is going fast and things is really going backward. So I really don't know what will happen when that vote is over. If they come and help us really, because we are still waiting for help from them.
Talking about the vote, tomorrow is voting day. Will these promises that you say have been broken by politicians time and time again, will that influence your vote at all? How you voted in the past, or are you participating in the elections at all?
Yeah, I will participate in the election because it's my right, it's a human right to live in South Africa as a fisherman also. But I really don't know what will happen after the election, because it's now 22 years the ANC is ruling the land of us, and I really don't know what to say further. I just can pray that they come to the table and really see the need of the help of the whole fishermen and the whole broader communities of the whole townships. It's not just in Port Nolloth. It's every place you come on board, you will see people are crying because we are suffering. There's no more nothing jobs for us. So when we're going to the diamond mines, we must put our lives in danger to put some bread also on the table, because there's no other job for you to create some money to put food on the table for your children. So yeah, they must come really on board and help not just the fishermen but the whole South Africa to make a really healthy, big life out of it.
Thank you very much. That's Walter Steenkamp. He's one of the fishermen here at Port Nolloth, of course, saying that promises have been broken so many times when our hopes are getting up, because upgrading of a jetty, building of a multi-billion rand harbour in about 60 kilometers from here means job opportunities for this area. It means economic injection for this community. And so they're hoping that after the vote and after the promises of politicians again, that some of them will be realized. And just a thought against Unati about those holidaymakers that we've seen in this area and also in the rest of Namaqualand. Some of them have actually told us that tomorrow morning early they are going back to their wards to hopefully to cast their votes. But some of them are actually came here very far, 8-hour trips. So hoping that they will be safe tomorrow as they drive back to their voting stations to actually make their vote. Unati?
All right, Ulrich Hendriks, thank you so much for that update.